Hello there. It's been a while since I've gone live, so I want to welcome everyone in who's coming to the stream. I'm not going to get started for about 10 minutes to allow some people to trickle in, and this is probably going to be a short stream depending on how I feel about it, but I want to welcome everyone who's come to join in, perhaps give a follow, etc. So I'm actually going to get started about 9 minutes from now, but in the interim, I'll give those who are already here a little bit of information about what I've been working on so far. So right now I'm on a multiplayer server with a few friends of mine, and this is a private server that I've set up. So we're actually on a rather hardcore scenario with 1.9 gravity. So as you can imagine, getting a ship off the ground in this kind of conditions is testament of near impossible. But yeah, that's kind of the goal, and even more so, this is a super heavy fighter, so there was a lot of engineering that was required to get this fighter to get off the ground in this amount of gravity. And I actually did a test of it earlier, and it didn't have enough so I had to kind of redesign the fighter. So this is the next redesign. So, alright. So I'm going to go ahead and walk around while I get ready to actually get started. So a friend of mine, Ezra Kazumi and Crimson Wolf Dragon, actually designed this rover. So this is actually a pretty massive rover, which I'll give you guys a tour of. So they built all these ships, and my ship I'll be showing in a moment. There's a lot of cool stuff that they've been doing in this rover. We even have a Hano Bay out here, and lots of stuff. So another issue I actually discovered on 1.9 G's of gravity is that the vanilla jetpack does not work on 1.9 G's of gravity. So I actually had to create a mod that gave a little bit more extra power to the jetpack so that it would work properly on 1.9 G's of gravity. So lots of interesting stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and head back up. Well, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and head back up to the front over here. Feel free to ask me any questions in chat if you feel like it. So it's been a really long time since I've last streamed, so I might be a little bit rusty and all that, but I still welcome any kind of criticism. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and go up and show off the ship that's gonna be going on a test flight. So I've already loaded the ship up with some components to build a very basic little base up in space. But this thing here has a Mac gun on it. So this is a pretty heavily armed little fighter. And it was a pain getting this thing off the ground. So, a few moments, I'm going to go ahead and take this out for a little test flight. And yes, as you can see, following any amount of distance in 1.9 G's of gravity hurts a lot. Or if you slam into something at terminal velocity, which I'm going to try not to do. So, my recommendation is don't fall. Even 2 blocks can be fatal in this amount of gravity. Like, really. And no, I'm not going to test that. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and get enough stuff for a small oil detector. Might as well just throw that on there. Oh, I need detector components, and those probably cannot get through. Tech. There we go. Alright, let's find a good place to put this. Let's get a little bit of extra light, and yeah, that'll do. That will do indeed. Alright. Next order of business. Wait a couple minutes before getting ready to launch. Alright. So those who are joining a little bit late, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So, what I'm planning to do today is I am planning to go on a test drive, and let's try a different song. And much better. Alright. So what I've been planning to do is I am planning to take this super heavy little beast out on a test flight. So I'm going to go ahead and start getting things ready to take this out on a test flight. So, first, hydrogen tanks, stockpile off. And let's see. Alright. stockpile off. There we go. Alright. So let's go ahead and lock and unlock. Alright, so far so good. We have liftoff. Alright. So, what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to take this little thing into space. Good, all thrusters are functional. That's very good. There were some issues earlier where one couple of the thrusters did not have enough deuterium, and the conveyor network ended up getting kind of all hosed up. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and turn these guys all on. I guess this one needs to remain on. Alright, we're almost out of, well, we have a long way to go on gravity, but we're getting there, slowly. As you can see, it's going to take us a little while to get out of gravity. But so far, the test has been relatively successful. Tanks. Let's see. So those tanks are starting to get low. Good news is there's still stone in the separator, so that tank should eventually fill back up. The other good news is we are mostly out of gravity now, so we're kind of at the point where we don't need quite as much fuel to get out of the gravity well. So I have yet to really set a schedule just yet, but I am planning to if I kind of get into the point of starting to stream some more. All right, that's good. So we are now at the altitude where the our normal thrusters actually have enough power to get us out now. So that's a very good thing. So we can now start conserving the fuel that's being used. Yes, things actually look pretty nice at this altitude. We have a nice gas giant over there. We have a few other planets. That gas giant probably could be a little bit bigger, but oh well. We have a moon over there. Nice, very nice skybox. All in all, very nice. All right, now we are getting very close to being out of gravity, and I know it's getting boring watching me get out of gravity, but it's gonna be a good thing soon. So I've already loaded this up with a bunch of extra components, which is part of why it's a little bit heavier. So these components are going to allow us to build a very simple little outpost up in space. So it seems like gravity extends a little bit past what the normal extension in vanilla is. So normally by about 40,000 kilometers, 40 kilometers, by that point we will be out of gravity. But it seems like we have a little ways to go here. But it's mostly the same distance. So I am slowly feathering the throttle as we get close to the cutoff point. And for those who haven't played Space Engineers much, the cutoff point is at 0.05 g of gravity. That is when the game cuts off the gravity and basically sets it to 0. I don't know why the cutoff point is set to that, but oh well. Alright, so we are close enough to the cutoff point that I'm just going to let the throttle slowly go to get close to 0 and only bump the throttle up if I need to. Alright, just a moment now. But man, it takes quite a while to get out of gravity on this planet. And it was even more of a pain back when there was no jetpack. And to add insult to injury, we had a jetpack nerf mod on that was causing so much issues that even if you try to climb up a ladder, you'd get thrown off. So it was impossible to go anywhere because your jetpack would turn on, not have enough power, and basically throw you off to the ground. So, yes, it was, I guess, fun-ish. Alright, but yes, now that we are in space, I'm going to basically go ahead and fly around, show off the little vessel. So this thing is surprisingly heavy for its size, which I think we can blame all these heavy armor blocks for why it's so heavy. The reason it didn't have the right name on it is we have a mod called Build and Repair that's owned by a friend. So with Build and Repair, the ownership will basically be... the blocks will get built by whoever owns the building repel. That's kind of how things go with schematics. So it's a little weird, but oh well. Alright, let's see if we can see any asteroids nearby. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and test something out. Time for a weapons test. Yep, that had the expected effect. Gonna turn that off so it doesn't do the test again, and I'm actually gonna go ahead and head towards that asteroid that we just shot at. A rest trail. That's interesting. Well, that's neutral, so we're not going to attack that. So, this ship is a little bit overkill for doing the operation we're doing. It's really designed for combat, but right now we're basically using it to set up an outpost. Hmm. Well, looks like there's iron. That's good. Let's see. Detector. Bump the range up. Good. Hmm. Yeah, that's a very good find. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and go to a stop here. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and take another schematic of this. Just because I made a few modifications since I took my last one. Alright. There we go. That explains why I have multiple schematics. Apparently I spelled it wrong. Alright. Well, I was wondering why I had two schematics. There we go. Much better. Alright, I think this is a decent place to set up a little outpost. Uh, of course, pirates. Well, I'm gonna have to keep a little eye on that, and I might have to go take them out, because Space Invaders pirates don't care that you have no antenna on you. They're gonna come after you regardless. Very good. That guy disappeared. So one thing I might have to do is I'm probably gonna need to activate the antenna at some point, because otherwise I'm gonna lose the ship. Alright. Let's go ahead and remove that from the build planner since I already grabbed that part. Alright, oh yes. I forgot to grab the extra reactor components that I put back in there. There we go. And let's get some uranium. Lastly, I'm just going to grab all the other components. figures. I didn't grab the right components that I needed. Scrap. But yes, that was another mod we have. So we don't get normal scrap back. Alright. Well, so much for that trip. Right. Let's see here. At least let's get some power. Alright. Well, I'll have to come back and finish this. So let's go ahead and create a GPS point. Which I actually should have created a GPS point where the rover was. Yeah, that would have been useful. Yeah. Might be hard to find my way home now. Let's see here. What GPSs do I have? Nothing. Wonderful. Looks like I am lost in space. Alright. I guess I'm gonna go prospect a little bit and find out what else there are, since I'm gonna have to get a GPS point from a friend when they get on. Yep. Iron. That's good. GPS. Iron. P space. You know what? I'm gonna go check out that Fredo since I'm up here and it's a neutral Fredo. it would help if I actually remembered how to lock auto dampeners. There we go. I just wasn't close enough. Ah, claim minerals. Looks like a bit of loot. Great. Yes, that's actually, yeah, there's some pretty good loot here. And it's all accessible. Awesome. It's... Hold on. Where'd my ship go? Oh, there we go. Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna mess with the rest of this ores. I'm just gonna grab the valuable stuff. Oops. Alright. Yeah, I kind of trap myself in here unless I grind my way out. Yes, I guess I have no choice. Frondol. Alright, there we go. With that, I'm gonna leave this Dreidel to its to its own. Hey, thank you. Yes. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it's very good. I spent a decent amount of time on it, and most of my ships are boxes, so this is one of the rare ships that doesn't look like a box. But if you're a bit of a Star Wars fan, the name is actually based on a Star Wars ship, which is also heavily armed. So this ship has all kinds of weapons. All kinds of weapons, and as it stands right now, I forgot to make a GPS point of the base at home. So I'm kind of stuck in space until my friends can hop on and get me a GPS point. But yeah, yes, I am a pretty. I think Bean gets annoyed at me for building box ships. But yeah, I have a tendency to do things with box ships. But yeah, right now I'm a little bit lost. But oh well. That's the fun of space engineers. But yeah, yeah, nice to see you chatting. I was getting a little bit lonely because there was no one chatting, but I figured you were just lurking, so I just let you lurk. But yeah, it's been quite a while since I actually was live last because I'm not really much of an entertainer. I'm actually a software developer for full trade, so I don't really do much with kind of the entertainment stuff. But I enjoy playing Space Engineers, and I kind of wanted to show off my show off the builds, and that's fine. We all have things we need to do. But yeah, that was kind of the main goal. Is I wanted to show off this little ship, which is actually it's a pretty good ship. But yeah, I'll go ahead and show off some of the weapons. which I think, let's see, Gatling. Yeah, that's weird. That one doesn't want to work. But that's for this one. That's good. So these are actually homing missiles, but there's nothing to home at. So you could also do broadside as well, but the homing thing, that's kind of nice that it hasn't. I think at first the homing didn't actually work well because they're more of guided missiles, but the earlier iteration of the mod, the homing did and the homing's still pretty annoying because you can't really target a specific target unless there's actually an enemy. So the homing isn't the best, but yes, you could also use them as broadside. But yeah, the homing is a nice functionality. So these are ultra missiles from the UNSC mod. Pretty much everything on the ship is from the UNSC mod. And did you have a chance to see the MAC cannon in action? I wasn't sure since you. Okay. So yeah, I think I showed it off, but you were probably just listening. So I'll go ahead and give it another shot, another go. So one of the things I have is I have this camera that's right next to the MAC cannon. So this is used if I want to do some targeting on a vessel that's a ways away. Which there isn't really any vessel nearby. So I'm just gonna go out, switch out of that. But what I now can do is because so this button basically turns on and off the click to fire functionality. So now that click to fire is on, if I click the fire button, basically sends off a huge, massive amount of power. And this also has Nightbot. Uh, that's not very nice of Nightbot. I'll have to adjust it, but this is kind of the first time I had set up Nightbot, so I haven't really messed with it yet. And no worries. So I'll have to adjust that a little bit later. But yeah. Yeah, let's see here. Alright, but yeah, that's... Yeah, it is a... Unfortunately, it didn't do that much damage. Yeah, you're welcome. Alright. Next step. Oh, seeing as I'm pretty much lost, well, I have a few options here. Option A, I could just go ahead and land somewhere and then try to find a way. Let's see if I can see anything on this planet that looks familiar. Hmm. No, I'm pretty sure the rover is near a lake. But it's probably in darkness right now. Hey Ezra, welcome in. So yes, right now I am currently lost in space, and I'm trying to see if I can see anything familiar on the base. And yeah, I can't see the bodies because you're not in there. But what I'm trying to look for is to see if I can see the lake of the old base. I know that's in the general vicinity of the rover, but I'm not seeing any lakes. But anyway, I went to set up an outpost. Yeah. Yeah, I went to set up an outpost, but I forgot to grab all the components I needed. So I wasn't able to place the survival kit that I was planning to place. But yeah, like, let's see if... Yeah, green areas. Yeah. I don't think I'll be able to see the rover up from here because that's probably something that's not going to be rendered. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna go mess up that spat mayday. Oh. I guess he didn't want to bother with me. Alright, good idea. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna head to a random area and see if I see anything. So how's Elite Dangerous been going for you? Yeah, that's very good. I just been getting started. I think I got about 500,000 credits so far. So I've only just started the game. Well, looks like I'm in gravity now. And yeah, the gravity on this planet extends fucking low. Huge. Lots of gravity, tons of gravity. yeah, since I went straight up, I know the road was in this general vicinity. Uh, yeah. Good news is the tank has filled up again after the trip. Let's see, stone. Oh, yeah, that's actually pretty good fuel economy. Equator South. There we go. Hmm. I don't see any lakes. Probably too high up to actually see them though. That doesn't look like a lake. Well, that I think is a mountain. Oh, is it? Oh, is it over here? I guess. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. A plateau. So like one of these guys. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess that's the lake. All right. Green plateau. All right. Let's see. Yeah, that didn't help. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna have to wait until I get closer so I can actually see more detail. But yet, somewhere over there does look familiar. Yeah, I definitely remember I think yeah, I think we did actually get stuck over here and then so yeah, we did get stuck over here. We tried basically moving around here. So yeah, maybe we're somewhere over here somewhere. All right, yeah, I guess I'll just start heading that way. Actually, hold on. You said we were south. So yeah, that definitely that's the way to the old base, but okay. But yeah, we're over here somewhere. Uh, I remember we headed south away from the old base, and I know the old base is somewhere around that lake. So yeah, well, it's probably a plateau over here. It's probably one of these plateaus. And don't worry, I'll probably find it eventually. Yeah, it's like remembering to make sure you have enough for your rebuy. That kind of thing. Well, yes, I made the same kind of stupid mistake that I shouldn't have made. I guess that's the issue with the mobile base. But what I don't understand is why I didn't take a GPS of the old base. I should have taken that as well. See? Uh, so I'm gonna have to keep an eye on the deuterium because that's going down alarmingly fast, and it seems like the hydrogen isn't really being used at all for some weird reason. All right, thank you. Alright. Deuterium fuel is dangerously low, so I'm going to plan to actually go ahead and land on that ice lake. I think I do. Yep. Alright. That was good. Alright. So yes, the deuterium is out. Let's go ahead and do a damage report. See, heal. Let's check on the status of the other connector. Alright, so that both connectors are good. That's a good thing. I was worried that that one got damaged. Alright, there we go. Alright. Yeah, that's not that bad. Only 33 kilometers away. It's a good thing this thing it has built-in fuel. Yes, it's not that bad. At least I'm on the right side of the planet. I could be on the complete other side of the planet. That would be annoying. But luckily, I think I was going mostly in the right direction. But to be quite honest, I wasn't even sure if I was going to be able to get that thing off the planet. I think that it was interesting to see that yes, it actually could get off the planet. But the real question is, how are we going to get the rover off the planet? That's going to be the harder thing. Good point. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and bring back some ice while I'm at it. And I'm gonna mark this lake on the map.
Inventory full.
Yeah, Elite Dangerous is pretty good. I ended up playing a little bit of it this morning. Oh, yeah. I have still ways to go, but yeah.
Energy low.
Yeah, I think I'm getting close. I'm still working on getting out of the getting through the tutorial sector, so I'm still using the basic Sidewinder. So once I kind of get all that underway, I'll probably start migrating out. I'm still starting to learn the game and whatnot. All right, let's see here. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. Alright, I'm gonna turn these off. I don't need them on. Actually, yep, that works. And let's go ahead and let's see here. Actually, hold on one moment. I need to make sure that there was enough power or whatnot to. Alright. Yep, that's good. Alright, so that should help conserve some of the fuel by not actually using. Alright, so good. It's still going up. Tissue box? What do you mean? Oh, yes, the Sidewinder. Yes, I am. I still haven't moved off from it yet. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I now have enough credits to actually go buy a better vehicle. I've already taken out a few bounties with it, but yeah, it kind of needs to be upgraded. Yeah, right now I'm trying to do a little bit of everything. I'm just I'm trying to avoid being in a situation where I'm good at one thing but not very good at the other stuff. So I'm trying to level up all the basic stuff before I kind of start branching out. All right. Yeah, I am. I've gone I think a couple systems away from that, but it's pretty much in that area. Yes. I have yet to take the mission to actually go out into the galaxy yet because I haven't gotten to mostly homeless yet. So I still need to rank up my skills a little bit before I start branching out. But yeah, thanks for getting those coordinates because I was kind of lost. All right, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, still very basic stats. But yeah, you weren't kidding about how much those bounties pay off. I think I got about 250 extra I wasn't expecting because of the bounties. Yeah, at least I don't have to do that yet. Yep, there we go. There's the rover. Alright, let's see. How much fuel do I have now? Yeah, I think I might have enough to turn the... Nah, I'm not gonna risk it. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be a while before I could take on other players. Yeah, good point. But yet, doesn't have quite enough power to have all the atmospheric thrusters on. That seems like that's the only problem with it right now, is there's just not enough power for all the atmospheric thrusters. And I think the bunny hop issue we had last time was because we were missing a few. The reactors were not working because there wasn't enough deuterium. So that didn't help things either. And that's why it was slowly falling to the ground, is there just wasn't enough power. At least we don't have to correct the spin in here. Alright. Yes, that was an interesting flight. Yeah, we don't hit yet. But yes, that was the thing, as I was planning to make an elite survival kit, but apparently I didn't grab all the components I needed. Alright, let's see. Alright. Yeah, that was a fun trip. Alright. Yeah, the main reason I was thinking to do that was so we didn't have to do a basic assembler. But yeah, that's a good point. Alright, so I think with that I'm probably just gonna go ahead and head off. So I think it's just you right now who's in chat. Yeah. Good point. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for now. But yeah, thanks everyone for hopping in. And I guess I don't think I have enough people to actually go raid anyone, so I'm probably just gonna go ahead and end the stream.